Attention and focus. Overwatch is a game that is very visually cluttered. There's usually a lot going on, and we as humans we can only focus on very few things at a time. Let me show you how you can carry using attention and focus. First off, let's quickly distinguish between focus and attention, because they are clearly not the same thing. Attention is the basic process of selectively concentrating on a particular aspect. For example, you're listening to a lecture in university or college. You're listening to them, but you're still somewhat capturing the body language of the lecturer and also the facial expressions, etc. That would mean you're paying attention. But focus is an elevated version of that. Focus is an elevated version of attention. If we use a lecture example again, it would mean you only focus on someone's nose or ears and not really paying attention to anything else. You're like zoned in, so to speak. Perhaps it's a bit of a weird example, but yeah. Now that we set up the stage, I can apply it in Overwatch. Let's say you're playing on King's Row, you're playing on the attacking side and playing Tracer. Your team just captured the point and you are pushing the payloads through this nasty choke, which is often very hard to deal with. The enemy team is playing close to the choke, playing very annoyingly. The enemy backline, however, is playing further away from the enemy team. If we apply the carry potential of attention and focus here, we can help our team get through the choke indirectly. How do we do that, you might ask? We use timing to our advantage. As soon as our team is actively shooting the enemy team and cooldowns are being exchanged, we engage on the enemy backline. We use timing to our advantage. This will have three effects. Effect 1, we force cooldowns away from being used against the main portion of our team, and hence reducing and nullifying the value of those cooldowns. Number 2, not only do they not get value from the cooldowns, now a potentially higher value ability is on cooldown while the fight is starting or going on, giving our team a chance to win the fight. Number 3, more importantly, we make the backline look away and focus on themselves and keeping themselves alive instead of keeping their team alive. This will in return remove part of all sustain the enemy team has available and give your team the upper hand. Also important to note is that it gets even easier if you have a Sombra, so a second flanker on your team. The inverse is also true. Let's say we're playing Cassidy on Busan against the enemy DPS duo of Tracer Pharah. The Tracer is trying to get us to shoot at her, so the Pharah can get 3 shots off on us. Now, what if we ignore the Tracer? We do not allow her to get value from forcing our focus away from the Pharah, and we maximize our own value. This can be done through smart positioning. The Cassidy example would mean playing next to open spaces and making it harder for the Tracer to do what she is designed to do, which is forcing cooldowns away and also focusing attention away. I hope you see what I mean. So what can you take away from this? What are the key takeaways here? There are 3 key takeaways. Number 1, be mindful of players trying to force your attention away. Number 2, time your attention grabbing actions with your team. Number 3, use attention and focus to your advantage. As I said before, timing is very important here, and if you want to see an excellent video on timing, Cager, a high quality educational YouTuber, has made a great video which goes in depth into the metric that is timing. Now, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like for the algorithm, subscribe and comment to help the algorithm and help me even more. Have a great rest of your day.